November the 2nd, the gray morning. I'm out for a shorter walk today, a little breezy, so if the drone jumps around, you'll have maybe some idea of what's going on. But yeah, my thoughts, I usually have different thoughts, and I'm trying to practice recording them. And this morning, I'm thinking about evil, and a lot of times that seems like a narrower kind of a thing than what has become in my life lately. Um, Evil to me today is as much tragedy as it is wrongdoing or intent. It is simply tragic. So sad when we think we know what is going to make us happiest in life. I've come to a place in my life where I'm enjoying something I never could have prayed for because I would never have been able to envision it. And I think that's God's direction, however he's involved in that. I don't think that everything that looks good turns out good or even is good. Sometimes the things that we don't imagine to be good become some of the greatest blessings in our lives. Anyway, pathos, I think, is the word. It's a sadness. It's the tragedy of life, the way it turns out when we set ourselves up to be God. When we assume things we can't assume. We assume good health, or we assume that success will come to me if I do the right things, whatever. It's even there in the Christian life. We make assumptions that way too, for sure. And sometimes it's just not the way life happens. Anyway, tomorrow is Time Change Sunday, and verse I'm thinking about is Hosea 10:12. I can just quote part of that verse. The part of the verse that I'm thinking of is Hosea 10:12, and it says, "It's time to seek the Lord until He comes and showers His righteousness on you." That's what time it is. We're going to change the time tonight, set the clocks back. But I've decided the time's going to be 10:12 for me for a while. There's another first part of that verse that says, sow for yourselves seeds of righteousness, reap the fruit of unfailing love, and break up your unplowed ground. That's all change-oriented stuff. I think I'll likely preach on that tomorrow. But anyway, set your clocks back tonight. If you're on Graham and Ann without a church, give CLC a little consideration. We're a very unique kind of a church. And yeah, you might, who knows, you might even like it, even if maybe especially if you're not a church person. But think about that verse and ask yourself, is it time for a change in my life? Is it time for me to turn a corner, to change direction? It's happened to me different times in different ways over the years. And those change points do come. Maybe you're at one of them right now.